Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 17. Today, we jump right back into the magical world of the Hobbit. More dwarves are arriving, more noise, more excitement, and of course, more new English words for you to learn. Get ready to enjoy the story and pick up some awesome vocabulary along the way. Let's get started. Bilbo rushed along the passage, very angry, and altogether bewildered and bewildered. This was the most awkward Wednesday he ever remembered. He pulled open the door with a jerk, and they all fell in, one on top of the other. More dwarfs for more. And there was Gandalf behind, leaning on his staff and laughing. He had made quite a dent on the beautiful door. He had also, by the way, knocked out the secret mark that he had put there the morning before. Carefully, carefully, he said. It is not like you, Bilbo, to keep friends waiting on the mat and then open the door like a pop gun. Let me introduce Bifur, Bofur, Bomber, and especially Thorin. At your service, said Bifur, Bofur, and Bomber, standing in a row. Then they hung up two yellow hoods and a pale green one, and also a sky blue one with a long silver tassel. This last belonged to Thorin, an enormously important dwarf, in fact no other than the great Thorin Oakenshield himself, who was not at all pleased at falling flat on Bilbo's mat with Bifur, Bofur, and Bomber on top of him. Now that we've read this part of the story together, let's slow down and take a closer look at some of the interesting words we saw. I'll explain them in a simple and fun way, so you can really understand and use them yourself. Let's dive in. Rushed means moving really fast because you're in a hurry. So if Bilbo rushed along the passage, it means he was running or moving quickly, probably feeling stressed or excited. It's like when you rush to catch a bus that's about to leave. Angry means feeling upset or mad about something. So if someone's angry, their face might turn red and they might speak loudly. Bilbo was angry, maybe because things were getting too crazy for him. Altogether bewildered means being completely confused and not knowing what's going on. So when Bilbo felt altogether bewildered, it's like his mind was spinning and he had no idea what to do next. Awkward means feeling uncomfortable or like something is weird. If it was an awkward Wednesday for Bilbo, it means everything felt strange and he didn't know how to act. We all have those awkward days, right? Wednesday is just the middle day of the week, right between Tuesday and Thursday. In the story, it being an awkward Wednesday just shows how strange and confusing that day was for Bilbo. A jerk here means a sudden, sharp movement. So when Bilbo opened the door with a jerk, he probably yanked it open quickly. It's like when you pull your hand away suddenly because something is too hot. Fell in means people dropped or stumbled into a place one after another. So when the dwarves fell in, they weren't exactly entering politely. They were tumbling in like a big, clumsy parade. Top means the highest part of something. So when the dwarves were on top of each other, they were literally piling up, like when kids stack up in a messy group during a game. A dent is a small bump or hollow mark when something gets hit. So if Bilbo made a dent in the beautiful door, he accidentally damaged it a little. Oops. Knocked out means to hit something so hard that it falls off or gets destroyed. Bilbo knocked out the secret mark, which means he ruined something important without even meaning to. Carefully means doing something slowly and with a lot of attention. So when Gandalf said carefully, he wanted Bilbo to be extra cautious, like carrying a full cup of tea without spilling it. A mat is like a small rug you step on, usually to wipe your shoes. So when they talked about the mat, it was just the thing at the door to keep the house clean. Pretty normal, even in Middle-earth. Introduce means to tell someone else a person's name and say hello. So Gandalf wanted to introduce Bifur, Bofur, and Bombur like, "Hey Bilbo, meet my friends." Especially means more than anything else or anyone else. Gandalf said especially Thorin because Thorin was super important among the dwarves, kind of like a VIP guest. A pop gun is a little toy gun that makes a popping noise. So when they said like a pop gun, they meant Bilbo opened the door so quickly that it made a sudden sound, like a toy going pop. A row means a straight line of things or people. So when the dwarves stood in a row, they were standing neatly side by side, like soldiers ready for inspection. Enormously means really, really big or a lot. When they say enormously important, they mean someone is super important, not just a little bit, but a lot. Important means something or someone that really matters. Thorin was important because he was a leader and everyone looked up to him. You don't just ignore someone important. Oakenshield is Thorin's special title, like a nickname showing he's brave and strong. It makes him sound even cooler and more heroic, like a fantasy warrior name. Great means very good, important, or powerful. Thorin was called great because he wasn't just a regular dwarf. He was someone legendary. Falling flat means dropping completely down onto the ground. So when Bombur fell flat, he didn't just trip, he full-on flopped onto the floor, probably making a huge crash. Awesome job going through all those words with me. Every new word you learn brings you one step closer to understanding English better and enjoying stories even more. Keep practicing, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next part of our adventure.